All right, so I know a lot of you guys who watch the channel are from the US, in fact, the majority of you. And I do take that into consideration, especially when we're talking about importing cars, but all of the good stuff has already become legal. So what do you do if you want an exotic from 25 years ago, or for us in Canada, 15, but I'm making this video for you. Behind me is an early Gallardo, and these will be legal along with Ferrari 360s, let's say, in 3 years. That's not a long time. So we've got one behind us. We're gonna see if it's worth it. Do you mind if I adjust your seating position here? All right, oh, that's there. How do I go forward? Oh, no way. Oh, but it's like, it's a nice, it's not just a metal bar.
Yeah, it's like a nice little...
Yeah, it's covered in like a nice material. That's hilarious. Yes, the toll reader. It's even got the toll reader, you guys.
Toll reader and Jeep radar detector.
That's from Japan?
Yeah.
No way. Are those legal in Japan?
I guess so. Every single car that I've brought in has had one.
That's amazing. Okay. It's been about 5 years since I was in a Gallardo. The last Gallardo I drove was a 2013 final edition. So effectively the last Gallardo they ever made, the best it ever got, other than, of course, the Performante, the Superleggera, special editions, things like that. Give the gas a little bit of a jab off the line because it is, of course, an E-gear I'm driving today, which just means it's an automated single clutch manual. Oh wow, yeah, that is that is SMG slow. Oh, there we go. That blip is nice. Oh, okay, all right. So the downshift, the blip is amazing. This is better than a lot of new cars I get into that are not really built as a sports car or an enthusiast car. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is a nice sound. There's a huge break in torque, and if you shift mid-corner, it'll definitely tend to upset the car. This was not as big of an issue with the 2013 final edition I drove. It was there, but that gearbox was a lot snappier. I mean, obviously, 10 years made a huge difference with these cars. You might be wondering, okay, Marcus, they sell Gallardos here. The Gallardo's not special. If you look at Bring a Trailer, there has not been a Gallardo that has sold for less than $75,000 this year. But I found just within, I don't know, 20 minutes of searching in Japan, there are 3 dealer cars listed for less than $75,000 USD. One of them was listed for $43,000 USD. And yes, some of them have body kits, cringe-worthy body kits that are going to be annoying to take off. They're probably held on with double-sided tape. I don't know, maybe some of them were done well, but they've got, you know, ridiculous graphics and stuff on the side. This steering wheel is straight out of Midnight Club Los Angeles. If you're willing to deal with some modifications, that's what the Japanese do. Or you can just kind of accept it as some JDM flavor. Expanding your search globally just means opening up more options. And even if half of them look like this, I'll consider it cheap entertainment. This example from 2007 is one of the least offensive I've seen, and from the front, it could pass for the updated 2009 model, which included ditching this 5-liter, 8,000 plus RPM, even firing V10. Consider this a cleaner sounding 500 horsepower versus the 5.2s that are odd firing. So if you get in something like a Huracan, which by the way, they made a lot more Huracans than Gallardos. Getting in one of those, it'll be a lot more of kind of a raspier, angrier, dirtier sound. Let's go. That's what you buy this for. God, what a great engine. God, the steering. I do not remember the steering being this good in the 2013 car I drove. Just so much feel. I mean, a mid-engine car, you're gonna get a lot more front axle feel than you would in something with a heavy front end. Oh, but those downshifts are so good, but so much feel. Oh yeah, there we go. The front end of this car is so fun to play around with. And the rear end, obviously, but just not over boosted like right now. Oh, the weight is heavy. This engine is it's just a gem. It has, oh, there's some pops there. It has a lot more just kind of low mid-range punch than I was expecting. It's just enough power to where you're coming out of a corner, you have to think before you go full throttle, even at 4,500 RPM. Now, practicality, okay? I am not tall. I'm about 5'9", and I have maybe an inch. If you're 6 feet or taller, this is gonna be a challenge, straight up. But I mean, you look at the outside of the car, you can tell that. I don't need to tell you. I don't need you guys. You don't need me. Lamborghinis, they make it hard to think. You don't need me to tell you that. Wow, it is actually responsive. If you tug for a downshift 2 times, really close together, back to back, it'll give it to you. A normal e-brake, normal handbrake, as opposed to like an Aston Martin or something that would be down here on the left. Actually, today I saw an original at the Curated Car Show, Custom Car Show, shout out, an original Maserati Ghibli. And the e-brake for that car was down beside your foot near the transmission tunnel. That seemed incredibly dangerous, I think is the right word, but the Gallardo, being an Audi-built car, one of the first Audi-built Lamborghinis, it's super drivable. I mean, visibility, obviously, being the wedge shape that it is incredible. And then, okay, you've got the wing blocking you a little bit. And the only other thing that would hamper livability is this transmission. Funny thing is, the car gets better and more eager to shift the quicker you drive it. In a Huracan, I'd gladly take a meeting downtown, but in this car, I'd skip it. Obviously, this entire time I'm talking about e-gear cars, 6-speed manuals are minimum 75% more. Now you can swap them, that's a whole different story, but in this video, we're talking bargain, we're talking cheap, so I haven't really mentioned the 6-speed gated cars. Obviously, that's really what you want, but this gets me thinking. I think this would be a perfect car for a twin turbo kit. Like if you were to pair a modified, high mileage, Japanese import Gallardo with, I don't know, do they make eBay turbo kits for V10s? Seems like a great YouTube build. That'll be dicey, especially on the early 04 and 05 engines if rumors about reliability are to be believed. But here's where the path splits. Try to find and import one yourself, likely buying sight unseen, or save the time and grab one that's already gone through inspections and made its way over the Pacific. Compared to the cheapest USDM cars for sale right now, it's possible you'll still find a deal. The condition obviously matters, but sometimes when you're importing from Japan, especially auction cars, you're dealing with unknowns. You're dealing with a lot of unknowns. The second MR2, ooh, what do we have there? That is a first-gen Audi R8. That's nice. Nice. There's another good buy. It was kind of taunting us.
That's like spec. And the
world of detailer. You know the ham.
Get out of here, Invisible.
No,
Yeah,
the same
I eat
level
spam.
as
I bought it at the same store as I did that.
Walmart.
The dollar store.
Yeah, it's like,
Invisible glass is great. You don't
It
think so?
works great.
Oh, okay.
It's like spam.
Oh,
Fills you up, huh?
What do you use?
I'm not giving my details. I got
Dang.
the product though.
You don't use Ammo NYC?
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Oh,
He
yeah.
knows good
Oh.
products. He knows good products. Like, give me that shit. Good job.
All right, Arthur. What's going on?
Good, how are you?
Good. That was insane.
No, yeah, it's a great car.
What do you like better? Because I've never driven a 360 before, and if you guys are in the used market, you're probably looking at both a 360 and this.
So the 360 is a little bit rougher to ride in. I would say this is a bit more dailyable.
Yeah.
As dailyable as a vehicle can get,
Yeah.
this type of vehicle. Whereas the 360 does feel a little bit more cramped. I'm 6'1", it feels a little more cramped rather than this. And
Even this feels kind of like you're quite a bit taller than me,
Yeah.
and I had maybe an inch of headroom.
yeah, so for taller people, the 360 is a little bit harder. You can see why
Okay, all right.
Shaq famously has a Gallardo that he ended up splitting in two to accommodate his size.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Shaq has a Gallardo.
Yeah.
He bought two of them, split them up, welded a middle part just to make it longer so he could actually fit in them.
What? How much
When
does
money isn't
it? Yeah, when money is no object, money will solve 99% of problems.
With that being said, he didn't do that in the 360, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
says something.
This is not a factory front bumper. This is an 07 car, and it looks a lot closer to a post update.
Yes.
In your experience, obviously you imported this from Japan. Is there a huge price gap between the pre-update and post-update cars?
There definitely is. It's a considerable one, just because the 5.2, especially, I imagine is due parts being a little bit easier to find. They actually cross over with the R8 making Audi parts. Whereas with this one, it's still a Lamborghini motor. It's all straight from Lamborghini.
Should we start it up? I feel like we haven't got a
Yeah.
startup clip yet. Oh, I like his hoodie. He's got a GT3 on there.
Yeah.
992 GT3. Is this a good idea? Probably not. Oh yeah, all right. It's deep. It's still got like a growl. People say this has a higher pitch than the later 5.2s, and it's really subtle. It's not actually that big of a difference, but
This one is decatted, so
it smells good.
yeah, it has a good rich smell.
Yes.
But other than that, it's the same as just about any other car.
This was an auction car, yeah?
Yes.
So were there cars that you passed on that were not good enough?
Oh, there were a few.
Okay.
So I bid on a lot of cars. I've seen Murcielagos that have had chrome 22-inch wheels, bright green Murcielago.
Frank's like, yeah.
You definitely see this is a Japan vehicle.
Yes, yeah. That screams like mid-2000s music video.
Yeah,
type
like midnight
vibes.
club style.
Yes.
You'll definitely see those. There's a few that you see that you definitely want to pass on. With that being said, you find everything between the auctions.
Yeah.
And
That's
also,
awesome.
What does this car makes a Japanese car?
Let me show you. I don't think Marcus knows about this.
What's this? What? We haven't even looked at the engine, I just realized.
So when we import the vehicles, we get the vehicle and the key before we get a big package from the auction with all the paperwork, manual, service history, and sometimes mystery fobs. This mystery fob,
Oh, yeah, that is rad. Okay.
You know, when you cruise on the highway,
Yes.
and all those Lambos have crazy glitter lights.
Of
and
course.
everything.
I have yet to find a Lamborghini that has been exempt of this in Japan.
No way. This is like the beginning of that, though. This is like the most subtle that gets.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
This is as solid as it gets.
Ah, this is rad. Does it have underglow?
Yeah, the underglow's on. Now, you can't really see it right now, but
That's so cool. I love that. Yeah, it makes me feel great. When I got in and the toll reader started talking to me, I'm like, Nissan Skyline, but I see a Lamborghini badge. Very strange.
yeah, it's
Super strange.
I come from the JDM world as well, so it's a bit of a collision of two worlds. It's really funny to see.
But I think
Yeah.
that gives you such a big part of their culture in a Lamborghini, which makes it so much more unique.
And that's why we
It
don't take
does.
any of this
It
stuff
does.
off, right?
Okay, anything else you want to tell the viewers they should know? Obviously, this particular vehicle, will be for sale.
Yes, along with many others, Corolla Motors will be launching very soon. We'll have many vehicles like these, especially from this era, all imported from Japan. For US viewers, we will have also vehicles that are over 25 years old that you'll be able to purchase.
Thanks, Arthur.
No problem.
Sweet. That's it. If you missed our merch drop a couple weeks ago, the link is in the description, roadsuntraveled.com. This is for the Gran Turismo kids, the Need for Speed Underground 2 kids. I hope you like it.
Stop and take the time. I'm not offering to blink, but I run it up and operate on doctors on the sly.